Hey. All right, let's try this again. You can hear us now. We have audio. He's Linnell Willingham. I'm Denton Day. We're live at Honor Brewery in Sterling. Benjamin St. Juste just got a penalty, which I think is hilarious. His score is 10-7. Washington's going to have the football with an opportunity to take the lead going into the half and then get the ball back to start the second half, which would then put them in position to go up 2 scores. I'm feeling way better than I thought I was going to, and it's all thanks to a Quan Martin fumble. It is far and away the biggest play of the game so far. It got momentum back in favor of Washington, and then it gave us the best offensive drive, I thought, Linnell, of the entire season from Jayden Daniels. He did everything. He made big-time throws over the middle. He used his legs. They ran the football. They got creative with running the football. Like, it was the perfect. It looked like we were in 2024 again in all the best ways.
Yeah, I thought it was really good that they were able to capitalize off of that and score some points, man, because it looked like that wasn't going to go that way. But I'm excited about it, man. I thought this was a good half of football for the most part. Obviously, there are some things that the defense wants to get corrected, like not tackling. That's going to come back to bite you in the second half if it's not something that you can improve on. But what I think was the big difference to me and what I've noticed here, Chris Rodriguez has not touched the football yet.
Right.
Bill off to a tremendous start. They're blocking well for him. Chris Paul on the touchdown run did a good job creating the lane. Really nice job by Biotis getting out in front. I thought outside of the first drive, Jayden has been good. He looks to be at 100%. He's moving really well.
He changed his cleats, which was necessary.
Yeah.
He was wearing the gimmicky cleats with the pink, which is great. It's October, breast cancer awareness, but they caused him to slip on what could have been a first down, and he immediately goes over to the sideline. He gets the trainer. He's like, get these off my feet immediately. I loved that. I thought Jayden had Zach Ertz there.
Yeah, it has been interesting to watch them as a pass offense to this point, man. They look disjointed, man. And this is what's going to be tough is our guy is going to be able to win on the perimeter to allow him to not have to be forced to hold the football. That's the thing that we were talking about pregame, just the number splits when he has to hold it for longer than 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds versus when he doesn't. So they converted a third and super long way earlier. We'll see if they're able to convert this one, but
yeah, they got a 3rd and 15. They just need to get out of the back of the end zone.
Looks like they're missing a golden opportunity right now. Wow. To double up and get some points here.
Yeah,
watching it in real time. They missed on a golden opportunity there. Tough.
And part of that is because the punt had them so backed up, and then you're already behind. When you have a pass to Zach Ertz on first down that I thought he had him, unable to come down with it.
Got to get the ball down on that one.
You got to get the ball down. It puts you in a tough spot. So Tressway is going to punt this thing away, and now you're just hoping that Los Angeles, they only have one timeout. Harbaugh's like totally screwed up the timeout thing.
Yeah.
You hope that they don't take advantage. The TV that's in front of us is 40 seconds behind everybody, and they want a penalty on Tressway. How does that not? I guess the punt is blocked partially. Oh, they did get a roughing. Hey, McConkey can take that thing into the end. I hate being that was just disrespectful.
Yeah, it's coming back though. Thank God.
It's not only is it coming back,
it's a first down.
That's a roughing, which is going to give it a Washington a first down. So you take a touchdown on a punt return off of the board, you're going to get a new set of downs because Tressway, they don't block it and they don't provide an opportunity to land at all.
That looked bad.
That looked tough. So that's going to be a new set of downs for Washington. I know this doesn't happen, but they punted that with 50 seconds. By the time McConkey got into the end zone, it was 34 seconds. I would really like those 16 seconds back.
Yeah. Is that not how that works? They're not going to put – clearly we're not play-by-play guys.
Clearly we're not. But it also, we're with a stream that's 40 seconds behind.
Yeah.
God, the hurdling over Tressway at the end was just not very nice.
I mean, get off your knees, Tress.
No,
Why
they
are you on your knees?
They do give him the 50 seconds.
Oh, my God, something huge just happened.
Something big just happened.
People are going crazy in this place. I hate the fact that we're on this delay.
I do not.
Oh!
All right, so Jayden dropping back on a first down. Oh, please tell me that's Jalen Lane.
Pass interference for Luke.
Oh, okay, Luke. God, you love to see that.
Oh, are they negating it?
That's a catch for McCaffrey. These refs are getting...
Oh, John Hussey.
That's a great route and a great catch by Luke, though.
Yeah, that's a hell of a catch. It's like hell of a
I mean,
throw.
that's a hell of a catch by McCaffrey.
Yeah.
With a DB draped all over him, too. Able to corral it, and he immediately got up. He's like, all right, like, we got to get to the line of scrimmage. Everybody get down here.
So
yes,
it counts.
It counts. Good things happen when you stretch the field. They are stretching the field. I love to see it. I want to hear a Luke chant. So they did use their timeout, which is not my favorite thing in the world. They had also, I was making fun of Harbaugh for burning timeouts. Dan Quinn also burned his timeouts, so they're done with timeouts. They'd already used 2 of them prior to that McCaffrey catch. So it's going to be Washington 1st and 10 at the 33 of the Chargers.
Luke is having a generational run right now.
He is.
The run that he is on is feeding families.
He's not. He's literally feeding me. He has not had a bad return yet either in the special teams game, which I think is incredibly important. They've kind of transitioned him. I don't know if you caught this, but they transitioned him to Debo is not back there. It's only Luke McCaffrey, at least to this point in today's game. So they put trust in Luke, and he's really making it pay off. And now he's doing it on offense, too.
Oh, my God. People are continuing to cheer in here.
Debo just had a big catch. That's going to put them in the red zone.
I love that.
So you're going to have an opportunity here. You're probably going to get at least one shot at the end zone if you're smart about it. Debo's had a really strong performance. Jayden has all kinds of time, and he finds Debo at the 11.
They have no timeouts.
All right, so that's probably going to be a field goal attempt then, because they only got 5 seconds. So, I mean, unless you take a super quick shot to the end zone, but I got to imagine you're going to get Matt Gay out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of those things, man, with, like, not having the timeouts is critical in this spot. Like, you started this drive with only one of them. That's really, really tough.
Matt Gay, baby. All right.
So we're going into the half. It's all tied up. This is a way better spot, Linnell, than I thought we would be in. So we will welcome you officially, going from watch along to halftime show. He is Linnell Willingham. I am Denton Day. We are live at Honor Brewing in Sterling, Virginia. If you need a place to come hang out for the second half, they got great food and drink specials. I crushed a barbecue brisket, macaroni, and cheese faster than Washington could score, Linnell. But the second quarter versus the first quarter for Washington were two completely different. It was like everything you hated in the first quarter and everything you wanted to see took place in the second quarter. Dare I say QB1 is officially back, but the two drives that we have just seen with that first touchdown and then getting points prior to the halftime, this is the best that Jayden has looked. He's comfortable. He's confident. He's thrown over the middle of the field. He looks really, really good.
How about Quan Martin with the forced fumble, man? I think you hit it when we first started. Like, that has been the difference in this football game right now, the fact that they were able to capitalize off of that. They've seized momentum away from L.A. Luke McCaffrey doing a really good job concentrating on the football, coming up with a deep shot. And then guess what? He's on kickoff.
He goes right back
out there on kickoff. So.
Thanks for the 40-yard completion or whatever it was. Get right back out there, Luke.
Yeah, I'm impressed by him, man. It says a lot about an individual when you're able to overcome scrutiny and you seize your opportunity. I mean, I've been hollering about it since last week when we knew Terry was going to miss. Who was going to be the guy that could stress defenses vertically, and Luke McCaffrey did it right there. Not only did he get behind the defense, it was just a really, really good catch.
Really good catch.
That's the type of catch that makes the quarterback want to continue coming back to you because, like, oh, crap, he catches everything. That's a really difficult catch he made, a really good throw from Daniels, too.
Yeah, really tough throw and catch. It was one of the few times where Los Angeles was playing man. They've really done a lot of zone, especially on that last drive, which leads to, well, look, if you're going to play zone against Washington, Jayden's going to be able to pick you apart. It's that man defense that's been a problem because guys struggle to separate. So halftime is official. It's 10-10. I think we'll start with the good, Linnell, the very positive. And the very positive is that Jayden Daniels looks very good. He's 6 of 13, but he kind of started like 1 of 5. Like, it really took him a while to get going and to get his feet under him, both literally and metaphorically. But once he got to that point, we started to see the Jayden Daniels that literally changed my life in 2024, that literally changed Linnell's life in 2024. He looks so much more confident, so much more poised. He's not afraid to use his legs. He's moving well. That's one of the things that you said during our pregame show. What is Jayden going to move like? Well, he's moving well. Not perfect by any stretch, but he's able to extend plays when necessary. He's able to be a threat with his legs, and literally it's just that. If he's a threat, that's all I need, because then that opens up for everyone else, and they're giving Jacory Krosky-Merritt the football. He has 5 carries in the first half. He has 45 yards. Feed, what did you say?
Run the damn bill.
Yeah. Run the damn bill.
Yeah, he has been really good to start this one, man. I think Jayden, though, to your point, I had tons of questions all week about just how healthy he actually was. He looks 110%. We've seen him get out of there on a couple of different occasions. You're just seeing the difference, though. And while Marcus Mariota was great, right? You scored, 70 points damn near?
Yeah.
In Jayden's absence. But you're seeing the difference between Jayden Daniels and Marcus Mariota. One, the ability to push the ball down the field vertically. And then 2, there's a play in which he escapes to his right. Remember, they said he can't throw when he escapes to his right.
Yeah.
Escapes to his right. I believe he found Jalen Lane over the middle. Like, that's what I want to see from him. He has looked better in this first half than he looked at all throughout the first 2 games of the season. I think that is the revelation and a really good sign here. Hopefully he can keep it going, man. Get him in the end zone at home, baby. Come on.
So there was a 2-play stretch that I thought was really telling on the touchdown drive that Washington had. He looked for Jalen Lane and he missed him.
Yeah.
And that was a throw that he needed to make. He should have made it, and the camera panned to him, and you could see in his face he was like, I should have made that throw. The very next play, he goes right back to Jalen Lane, finds him for a first down, a gain of like 16 yards. I have a Jalen Lane over 19 and a half, so I was like, come on, let's get every yard we can. But he goes right back to him. That's great quarterback play. That's, hey, I missed you one time, I'm going to go right back to you. And then it started the drive for Washington. It got the chains moving, and they ended up going down and scoring on that drive. But it's those little things where, as a passer, I often make the comparison to basketball, right? And we know that Jayden is a huge fan of basketball. He's a shooter. When you see that first one go in, all of a sudden the basket is as big as the ocean, right? And for him, when he sees that first completion to Jalen Lane and that first completion to Debo, then it feels like the confidence is back. And when he gets that run, you feel like, all right, the confidence is back. So now that he's doing that, man, Los Angeles got to watch out. Like, quarterback 1 is back. The best quarterback in the NFC is now officially back and playing football.
Yeah, he looked super sharp. I thought Cliff did a good job easing him into the football game. We've seen RPOs. We've seen the exotic smash mouth football. What about the play? This is my favorite play so far. They line up in like full house. It's Jayden with Bill behind him, and then Debo flank to the left. They clap, and all of a sudden, Bill's at quarterback.
They shift.
Direct snap to Bill. What I noticed with him, and we talked about this last year, when you have a quarterback like Jayden Daniels that is that dynamic as a rusher and really good in the read option, it messes with the eyes of the defense. Bill is getting lanes naturally created just because teams got to account for Jayden Daniels. And Bill's got the vision, unlike some other cats we've had, that could actually exploit the holes in the defense. And I think he's doing a really good job running the football. He should go for 100 today.
He should. They need to give him the ball enough so he can go for 100, but he should go for 100. And I'm glad you brought up that play because I wanted to touch on it. The way that creatively worked.
Yes.
That let me know, hey, you know what? My bad, Cliff. I may or may not have tweeted something about him that wasn't the nicest thing in the world. You can follow me at the Dead Day. But that first drive for Washington, there was no designed run to a running back, a traditional run play, and I'm screaming in the bar. Linnell is screaming in the bar, give the ball to a running back.
Yeah.
And then the fact that on that touchdown drive, they were getting creative and giving the ball to Bill, that let me know we're good. We're okay. Cliff is getting it. I mean, they're averaging as a team 6 yards a carry, just shy. They got 10 carries for 59 yards. A lot of that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt at 5 for 45. But Jeremy McNichols has a run of 6 yards. Jayden is 4 for 8. He has not had as much success. But the traditional running backs are.
Yeah.
And your offensive line when it comes to run blocking is really, really good. I need to see more of that, especially if you end up having a lead, because this is not like where you get super conservative and you just try and run the ball, but you can't run the ball.
Yeah.
You can run the ball, so do it.
Yeah, is that too much to ask for? I think what will help them out is that they have had success running it to this point. We've seen a couple of play-action passes from Jayden Daniels as well. That's what I'm looking for. Can you get the run game so impactful, so effective, that it starts messing with the eyes of the linebackers and it starts influencing their steps? If you can start getting these linebackers sucked up, that's when you get Zach Ertz behind the defense. That's when you get Debo behind the defense. So I think offensively you could have drawn it up any better. I do want to talk about the defense. Did Joe Witt miss that tackle in the flat, or was that Frankie Louisville? I'm asking for a friend.
Frankie Louisville missed that tackle.
Everything that we've seen thus far from this defense, all the mishaps, miscues, are not on the defensive coordinator. They're on the execution of this defense. Shout out to Quan Martin. Turnovers come in bunches traditionally. Washington has now forced one each of the last 2 weeks. Hopefully they can force another one in the second half. But early impressions of the defense, better, but I don't know how much better. Right? Omarion Hampton, what are the numbers on him to start?
Omarion Hampton is 10 carries for 37 yards. The running numbers for Los Angeles are severely inflated because of one play from Justin Herbert that he got 41 yards on. If you take that away, they're 17 carries, 98 yards. So you do a little math. It's 16 for what is that? 57 yards. That number is a lot better. The problem is Justin Herbert's been really good. He's 13 of 15. Balls aren't hitting the turf.
They can't pressure him enough either.
There's a lot of open guys. They've gotten to him twice, but when they get to him, they're sending extra guys. You're not winning matchups 4 versus 5 or even sometimes 5 versus 5. Herbert's been really, really good. That is alarming, but I still think the turnover and then the offense are saving Washington. It did feel like when Quan Martin forced that turnover, it almost demoralized the Chargers a little bit because they immediately come back and go 3 and out.
Yeah.
So there might be something cooking there. By the numbers for Washington, Jayden 6 of 13, 122 yards. He has been sacked once for a loss of 5 yards. He has 4 carries for 8 yards. Bill, as we mentioned, 5 carries for 45 yards and the lone touchdown for Washington. Jeremy McNichols has 1 carry for 6 yards. We have not seen Chris Rodriguez, or at least he hasn't touched the ball yet. Debo is their leading receiver, 4 catches, 56 yards. He's been really, really good. And then Luke had 1 catch for 50 yards. Jalen Lane had 1 catch for 16 yards.
Yeah, I thought, offensively, outside of the first drive where it looked like you were kind of getting the oil running through the engine a little late, I thought they've been good. They're staying ahead of the chains. You've had a couple of kind of BS penalties that you don't want to see. Other than that, man, I think offensively just keep chopping wood.
That penalty on Mikey on the first drive,
where
he jumps off sides on a field goal when it was a 4th and 5, gives them a new set of downs, and they immediately go and score. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
I mean, they got back, right? Like the defense then, that's the only time they've scored Los Angeles a touchdown. So the defense has done their job the rest of the way, but you just got to knock off the silly penalties. If you're going to be a bend, don't break defense, I'm totally cool with that. But you can't be breaking on your own will.
And the other thing I'd like to see, specifically from the interior of this D-line, talking about Payne, Kinlaw, Goldman, Newton, they're getting out of their lane when rushing Justin Herbert. He's had a couple of different there have been a couple of different occasions where he's been able to step up and get away through the middle of the defense. Now, I don't think he's ran on any of those, but he's throwing the ball down the field. Stay in your lane, keep him caged in the pocket. I think the edges are doing a really good job. They have the advantage. You're going up against now the third-string tackle for the L.A. Chargers, how the Trey Pipkins was out. So I think the D-line is doing a good job stopping the run first and foremost. Now it's starting, or now it's time for you to get home as a rusher, make Justin Herbert uncomfortable. We gave you the numbers pregame. When you pressure him, he's not good.
He's not good. We're going to be back post-game right here on Twitter and on YouTube, so 2-minute warning of the game. Hopefully it's a positive one. We'll be back here. He's Linnell Willingham. I'm Denton Day. Final thoughts here, Linnell. I think they go out and they score on this first drive.
Yeah, I think this drive is probably the most important one of the game. I think it just is different as a coach calling plays, as players when you're leading. Washington's got the chance to get the lead for the first time since Vegas. So let's do it.
Let's build ourselves a lead. We'll be back at the end of the game. Enjoy half number 2.